What's up, DC Nation? Welcome back to another video. And guys, if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. It's always great DC content every day that you don't want to miss. And if you end up liking the video, give a big thumbs up. Now guys, this is the final issue of Crisis on Infinite Earths. I'm going to explain it fully. This will be a longer video because there's a lot to uncover. It's double sized. And I wasn't going to just split that into two parts. I wanted to make it happen, alright? But guys, if you haven't got caught up in the other 11 issues, well, good news for you. I got a playlist right here that'll get you caught up, alright? So go watch that and then come back. But guys, it's approximately over 24 hours, a little over 24 hours until the CW's finale comes out. So, by watching all these videos, you'll be all caught up and all ready for that finale. And guess what? I'm pretty hyped, super hyped for that crossover. I wonder how they're going to do it. I wonder how they'll end it. But guys, with all that intro out of the way, let's dive into the final issue of Crisis on Infinite Earths. So guys, this issue opens up a different way than expected. And guys, we see Captain Comet, Atomic Knight, Rip Hunter, Adam Strange, Dolphin, and Anvil Man. They're all on the ship, and they pretty much go throughout time fixing it. But they realize, just like last issue, the present, past, and future has been realigned. And they find Brainiac. Now, Brainiac's ship, we find, he's pretty much looks dead. He's not alive, and they don't know what's going on. And they're looking through the windows of the ship, and they see that Earth is gone. Like, it's totally gone. Like, remember from last issue, the whole multiverse was destroyed, and there's only one Earth left. But now it's disappeared. So, Brainiac finally wakes up, and he tells them that they're lying. Because they tell them that he teamed up with them fighting out the Antimatter, which is actually in issue number 10. But he doesn't believe them. He does a whole scan and realizes they're actually not lying. And he's like, so Earth's gone, Antimatter's going to win, the whole universe will get destroyed. And Brainiac's like, I gotta actually help you guys. So he takes them to an unknown destination that we'll find out later in the issue. Now guys, then we shift to actually Earth, where we left off last issue, where we see the whole Earth is now in the Antimatter universe. And Antimatter, he's boasting about. He's like, you guys have come to your doom. I'm going to destroy you. You guys tried your best, but no one can beat me. And we see, as he's talking, like whole montage of heroes, the Titans Tower, Batman the Outsiders. We also see Wally. Wally is distraught. He's like, man, Flash died, vanished, and now I can't even fight out the Antimatter and save people? What am I going to do? And then we also see Superman, Earth 2 Superman. They're scared. They're like, what are we going to do? We got to find out soon. And the Antimatter leaves. Like, he goes off. He pretty much has his warriors, which we don't know who they are yet, come in and destroy Earth 1. Now, Earth 1 goes pitch black. Like, it's all black now. So guys, turns out that these warriors that the Antimatter was alluding to are actually shadow demons. And you're probably thinking, okay, is this just a little shadow demons? Maybe as much as the heroes have fought in the past 11 issues. No, it's actually a million shadow demons. Yeah, I'm not kidding, guys. A million shadow demons show up, and all these heroes have to band together. We have a whole montage of different heroes across the world. The Titans fighting off shadow demons. People in Japan, like Katana, fighting off shadow demons. And we see people dying. Like, we see Hawk and Dove. They're trying to save this child from the shadow demons. Dove saves the child, and Hawk is like, watch out behind you, and the shadow demon kills him, alright? We also see Atlantis, we see Aquaman and Mara. They're trying to protect their soldiers, and all these soldiers are trying to fight for them, and they get killed left and right. And Aquaman and Mara are just like surrounded by shadow demons. And Batman, we see him and Robin fighting shadow demons. We see Wally West, he's running around fighting them off, but Wally West is going to have a more key part in this storyline coming soon. But guys, we see all the stuff is just going to shit. Like a bunch of shadow demons, alright? And then we see Superman, Earth 2 Superman up in space. Well, it's not space, they're in the sky. And they're looking around, they're like, how are we going to fight this off? And that's when the Harbinger shows up. And Superman's just like, okay, I've heard enough of you talking. Every time you show up, you tell us bad news. Do you have any good news to tell us? And Harbinger is like, yes. We're going to band together, I'm going to recruit a few people, and we're going to go to the Antimatter universe, or, well, we're already in it, but go through this portal to the Antimatter's fortress and face him off, and if we defeat him, then the shadow demons will go away. Now, Superman's like, I don't think that's true, but I believe in this. This is our last hope. Let's actually work with her. And Earth 2 Superman's like, alright, sure. So they join her and they go to Japan. And in Japan, we actually see, well, I think it's Japan. Yeah, Japan. We see Dr. Light. Now, guys, remember Dr. Light, the female version from issue number 7. Superhero sacrificed herself, and Dr. Light actually felt bad about it. She was like, I wasn't there for her. Like, yes, I've been a villain all this time, but I actually want to be good now. So guys, Harbinger actually goes to different places and recruits heroes to go on this mission to face off the Anti-Monitor. So it's kind of similar to issue number 1 when the Monitor recruited these people. Well, he technically didn't do it. Harbinger actually had to go get him. But guys, then we shift to see Spectre still in that dormant state. Like, he still hasn't woke up since his fight against the Anti-Monitor. And we see Phantom Stranger and Dr. Mist trying their best to wake him up. Now guys, then we see Pariah. He's with all these heroes, with Harbinger, and Alexander Luthor uses his antimatter and positive energy to make a portal to the fortress of the Anti-Monitor. And they all go through it. But an unknown being gets through, and it looks like a speedster. And we'll find out who that is soon. Now guys, then we shift back to Brainiac and the Earthmen, or like Rip Hunter, Adam Strange, you know those guys. And they arrive at this planet. It looks kind of dusty, it looks like a nightmare, and turns out we're at Apocalypse, and Darkseid walks out, and he's like, alright, what do you guys need? I'm here to help. And guys, this scene was just amazing, alright? It was a quick 2 pages, but just seeing Darkseid come out, and he's like, alright, before I was like, I'll wait out the game, but looks like you're losing, so I better help. So then we shift back to the heroes, Pariah and Harbinger. And guys, they got through the red skies, they made the portal, they're now at the fortress of the Anti-Monitor. And all of them are like, alright, we don't know where this evil is. They asked Pariah, like Superman, he asked Pariah, hey, you usually can like disappear certain places that are evil. But Pariah responds and says, well, this whole place is evil, so I don't know where the Anti-Monitor actually is. And guys, that's when they look to the right and they see Wally West. And they're like, Wally, what are you doing here? He was actually the unknown being that went into the portal with them. And he says, well, the Flash vanished, I'm supposed to honor his memory, and I have to avenge his death. So even though the Harbinger doesn't have a role for me to play, I'm still going to help out and save the universe. And that's when we see an image of Barry show up, and he's like, save the universe. That same image we've been seeing. And we found out in issue number 8, that was just him when he was running and disappearing. He was popping at different times. And guys, Wally tries to save him, but he disappears, and that's when we see Psycho Pirate. And he has like the clothes of the Flash in his hands. And Psycho Pirate is pretty much saying, you didn't save me. He's like actually a psycho. Like, actually a psycho. He's insane. And he's talking and throwing the suit around. And Wally punches him. He's like, don't dishonor this suit. And he finds the Flash uniform all shredded. And he sees the ring. And he holds it in his hand. And he's like, the Flash is actually dead. I can't believe it. And guys, they're all distraught, but there's no time to mourn because the Anti-Monitor pops up out of nowhere. Guys, check out this image right here. Pretty awesome image by George Perez. His art is amazing. Like, it's been good throughout the series. Like, issue number 3's art was a little iffy, but most of the series, it's been awesome, alright? And this is probably one of the best images he does in the entire series to date. So guys, that's when we stop at that part, like the heroes are ready to fight the Anti-Monitor. But we switch back to Earth, and we see Green Lantern, Alan Scott, the Dr. Occult. We also see Spectre still in dormant state. We see Etrigan, we see Dr. Fate, and they're all in this circle. It's a bunch of magical people. And they're trying to channel their energy so they can make a big construct to push the Shadow Demons out. And guys, the heroes around the Earth, they are losing. They're doing bad against the Shadow Demons. And as a bunch of like the main heroes are about to be killed, that's when the magical heroes actually push these Shadow Demons with a construct out into space, and now they control them. So the reporters like Lena Lang, Lois Lane, they report that Earth is saved. Yes, a lot of lives are lost, but also a lot of lives are saved. So pretty much Earth is now safe, and all we got left to do is take down the Anti-Monitor. Guys, we shift to the final fight in the multiverse. Well, pretty much just one universe now, but the big fight we all been waiting for. All these heroes against the Anti-Monitor, they all fight him and they distract him while Dr. Light pretty much tries to suck the energy out of this like bright star. Now guys, this star is out in like the Anti-Monitor universe, and it gives the Anti-Monitor his energy. Like, yes, he's still strong, but with this star he comes like 10 times more powerful. So by sucking it away, he's coming weaker and weaker. And Superman keeps punching the crap out of him. He's like actually getting beat. But he starts resisting, and Harbinger says if he keeps resisting, he's going to break away and beat us. So that's when we have Negative Woman, and she pretty much shocks him. Like, she burns the antimatter. And you're probably thinking, who the heck is Negative Woman? Well, at the time, instead of Negative Man, we actually have a female version, the Doom Patrol. Yes, that's she. So guys, she's taking on the antimatter, and then we have Alexander Luthor. He channels his positive and antimatter energy and blasts the antimatter, pretty much controlling him. And by doing this, they all keep hating him. He's getting distracted. He's getting hurt. And Dr. Light finally uses all of her energy in her to blast him and give the killing blow. Now, he's destroyed. Pretty much all the universe is safe. They just gotta get out of this antimatter universe. Pretty much take the Earth out of it. Now, Alexander Luthor, he's like, yes, good job, guys. Superman's kind of like, alright, that was kind of underwhelming. Like, even for the readers, like, you read 12 issues for a quick, I don't know, 3 to 4 page fight. But as all comics go, and when they say, oh, it's kind of underwhelming, the fight was so short, the antimatter, he's not dead, alright? He comes back. So guys, the way that the antimatter comes back is pretty much, you remember those shadow demons that the magical heroes pretty much contain them? Well, they get out of that construct, and he absorbs them. And he comes like all powerful. Before that happens, we see the heroes, they're going through this portal that Alexander Luthor made. And this portal is pretty much from the antimatter universe to the positive matter universe. So if they make it through here and they shut that portal down, they're all safe, alright? No way the antimatter is coming back. So they're getting through that portal, they're all happy. Firestorm is like, yes, finally finished off this crisis. Psychopirates with Wally West, he's like, thank you, Flash, for saving me. I knew I could count on you. And that's when antimatter shows up, and he's like mad, alright? He's like, no, I am not dying by you guys. And he doesn't even care about, like, killing the Earth anymore. He doesn't even care about that. He just wants to kill all these heroes. Guys, to say he came in strong is like an understatement, because he vaporizes Wonder Woman. Yes, Wonder Woman is right there in the middle of all the heroes, and she gets vaporized and killed. So, that was a pretty wicked moment. Now, antimatter, he's all mad, he's going after these heroes. A bunch of heroes get through. Psychopirate's talking to Wally. He's like, you lied to me, Flash, you gotta save me. And Wally West is just like, shut up, like, I'm mad too. So, they get through the portal, and there's just a couple of heroes left. Lady Quark and Earth 1 Superman are like, I'm gonna avenge the death of my family, or avenge the death of Kara. They're gonna face off the antimatter. But Earth 2 Superman is like, nope, you aren't. I actually don't have a world to go back to, so I'm gonna die fighting. So, he knocks both of them out. Yeah, he knocks both of them out. And he has Superboy Prime, who for some reason is in the story. I feel like it's just set up for Infinite Crisis. He takes those two heroes and starts to go toward the portal. So now, it's just Earth 2 Superman, one of the most powerful Superman, against full-on power god mode antimatter. Yes, he's like huge, guys. All the outer shell, he's like having vaporizing going out of him. And Earth 2 Superman, he's a little scared, but he's also ready to take down this villain. See them fighting, they're going back and forth, exchanging blows. And guys, Superman, he's actually losing. He's not doing so good. So we shift back to Brainiac, Darkseid, and Rip Hunter, Adam Strange, the same people we were following from the beginning of this issue. And Darkseid's like, I got a plan. So he goes through the mind of Alexander Luthor. So the only three heroes that are left in the antimatter universe is Superboy Prime, Alexander Luthor, and Earth 2 Superman. And Darkseid, going through Alexander Luthor's mind, pretty much uses his power to blast the antimatter. And he blasts the antimatter all the way into like this star nearby, and it kills the antimatter for now. Alright, he comes back again. But guys, at that moment, Earth Superman's all happy. He's like, oh, we killed him. Superboy Prime's happy. Superboy Prime is like, I'm happy I stuck around. But they're like, how do we get back now? Because Alexander Luthor's portal has closed. Alright, it's gone. It's close. So they're stuck in the antimatter universe. So we shift back to Brainiac's ship, and we see Rip Hunter, Adam Strange, like, thanking Darkseid. They're saying, thank you for helping us end this crisis, even though they don't know that antimatter is, like, about to come back. And Darkseid pretty much says, if there's a crisis, I'll help you guys out. But the next time we meet, we're gonna be enemies. And that's where we ended off with Darkseid, right? But guys, we see Earth 2 Superman. He's looking around. He sees antimatter's still alive, and antimatter pops up. Huge, alright? Like, he's huge. But, like, he's all fiery. He doesn't look like antimatter anymore. He just looks like a big demon type. Like, he looks like he has fire over him, because he just got pushed into a star. And, guys, he goes to kill Earth 2 Superman, but with one punch. One huge punch. This image right here. He takes out the Anti-Monitor. One punch. One of the coolest punches in DC Comics history. Yes, I would say that, alright? But guys, they take down the Anti-Monitor, and they're all like, alright then, I don't know how we're going to get back to our universe. And that's when Alexander Luthor says, don't worry, I have a paradise area, you can come through me. And Superboy Prime goes through there. Bert to Superman's like, I'd rather just die in the Anti-Monitor universe. I have nothing to go back to. And Alexander Luthor says, I have a surprise for you. And that's when Lois Lane, his Lois Lane, comes out of the paradise and says, I survived. Alexander Luthor saved me. And Earth to Superman, it's actually a pretty emotional moment, right? Because Earth to Superman's like, I thought you died. And he's all happy as a happily ever after. They both go into that paradise and they exit the Anti-Monitor universe. So that's how we close out that big storyline. Well, the big fight. Now let's get to the epilogue, alright? So guys, in the epilogue, it's pretty much setting up like future stories. You see the tie-ins mourning heroes like Dove. You see Superman, Lois, they're mourning the death of Kara. All over the world, they're mourning heroes and people who saved like the whole world. Even citizens, they're like, we would not survive this crisis if it wasn't for the heroes. But a cool scene that happens is we see Wally West. He's with Jay Garrick. And Jay Garrick's like, what do you plan on doing? Like, I could protect this world. I could be the Flash. But Wally West is like, no. I'll take this ring. He has Barry's ring. He's like, I'll honor his memory. I'll avenge the Flash. So he comes to Flash, and he's pretty much the Flash for the next couple of years. Well, a lot of years actually. Like a whole decade or so. And Barry comes back in like Final Crisis. Like, he comes back way later, right, guys? But I can explain that in another video. But that's how they ended off there. Like, yes, the crisis is over. There's a lot of stuff coming, though. So be prepared for more stories. Pretty much DC Comics is saying, we rebooted. All these heroes are in the same Earth now. So expect more crossovers. Expect more stuff to happen. So stay tuned. But guys, the final page of this comic, we see in Arkham Asylum, the Psycho Pirate. Like, he's insane. Like, he owns that name, Psycho. Because, guys, he pretty much says that worlds will live, worlds will die, and now the universe will never be the same. So, he doesn't say exactly those words that are said at the beginning of the crossover, this whole series, but he pretty much tells us, yes, this crisis is over, but more crises are coming. But guys, a few other tidbits that I noticed in this issue was, yes, Wonder Woman, she got vaporized. You're probably thinking, like, you mentioned she getting vaporized, but obviously she came back, right? Well, yeah, she did. Like, she actually didn't die. She just got pushed back to Earth and pretty much got transported. So now, Amazon, they're back to being super powerful, and they're doing good. Even Wonder Woman's doing pretty good. And another thing I saw was Harbinger. She finishes off the Monitor was doing like a journal about the crisis, and she ends it for him. Like, she makes this come full circle. And she goes with LaCork and Pariah to discover this new world. Because it's actually like a new world now. Everything from throughout the multiverse has been combined into one Earth. So that should raise some problems to come. So guys, a couple other things I saw was Commodity. We see that Commodity now is a different story. It's pretty interesting. But we also see Jonah Hex, who's like in the future. He's having like this pistol, which I was like, okay, what's the whole point of this? Like, I know it got retconned, because nobody mentions it when they talk about Crisis. But I just thought I'd share it, because it is kind of cool. It's a cool image. But guys, that's pretty much all to talk about Crisis on Infinite Earths. It was a big ending, an awesome crossover. My Marv Wolfman, he did what he would say he would do. Combine it all into Earth 1, make it more crossovers, give us like a huge freaking event, give a cool villain. Like the Anti-Monitor, one of the best villains, by my opinion, one of the best DC Comics villains. He's really awesome. So, Anti-Monitor, he died, but he obviously comes back in future stories like the Dark Side War, which I really want to do a series on that if you guys request in the comment section below. But guys, also in the comment section below, tell me what you think about this series. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Are you excited for the CW's finale? Honestly, I'm super hyped for the CW's finale. It's almost like 24 hours away. And that's pretty sick, alright? I've been waiting a whole month for this. And guys, tell me in the comment section below, actually, did you like this whole Explain series? Did you like my videos? And if you watched all of them and haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Because, like, come on. Like, subscribe to the channel. But guys, if you made it to the end of this video, give it a like. And if you haven't yet, bro, subscribe to this channel. It's not this great content every day that you don't want to miss. And guys, thank you for watching, and peace out.